There you go.
Well, good evening. It's Sunday.
What's up, bro?
What's up, man? Been a crazy week. And now that a couple of days since the schedule when that came out.
Right.
I mean, obviously, we were talking earlier that for the first time in history, or first time ever, I think the Bills are favored to win almost every one of their games. But let's not get delusional, right? Let's not think that we're going to beat everybody. We'd like to beat everybody, but the chances of going 17-0, I mean, it's tough, especially in the National Football League when you have a lot of teams out there that want to beat you, especially they're trying to beat you so they can play the Chiefs them, you know? Because we still got to play the defending AFC champions, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are still the top dog in the AFC behind Buffalo. I mean, it's as simple as
I hope that the Kansas City Chiefs are underdogs to every gosh dang team all year.
Yeah.
Boy, that lights a fire under the boys' asses. Then they go and they prove who they are, and we only got better. We had one horrible game last year, and I mean it was bad, and it was in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, everybody's saying, "Oh, the Chiefs are done. Oh, it's over. We're gonna go undefeated." I can see your frustration there, Anthony, because some of these Bills fans need to calm down. Because here's what I see happening. All right, you guys finally hit your spot here. Let me do this a little bit here so I get in the screen better. You guys have finally hit your spot. Okay, now you're a big gun now.
Yeah.
Problem with being a big gun is every fucking team out there is going to bring their A game and they're going to try to beat your ass. And it's hard. It's really hard. It might look like you're struggling sometimes, because I don't care who it is. They're going to come out and they're going to try to beat your ass because you're a big gun. Now, this is your schedule, right?
Yeah, this is the schedule. We got to play the Baltimore Ravens.
Wait, you think Baltimore is going to be easy?
No, did I say that?
Boy, wow, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to some other guys. The Jets ain't going to be easy.
No.
I think the Dolphins have done a spiral down, but it's still divisional for you guys, and they still have some talent on that team. The Saints will probably be easy. Okay, that's the worst team in football right now.
Yeah, their quarterback's room is what the hell.
Right, the Patriots are not going to be easy. These guys, they got a new coaching, and they got like an A++ on improving. They could go worst to first in the division if you don't watch out. The Falcons, I really don't think it's going to be easy, man. Penix Jr. is coming into his own, and boy, they're building a team around him. Panthers are one of the most improved, probably one of the top 5 most improved teams in all of football. The Chiefs, hard to say it, but yeah, we got a little bit better. I mean, still going to be in there contending for sure. You got the Dolphins again.
The Bucs.
Who's that? The Bucs, dude? That's never an easy one, I mean, the Texans, they're not going to let you make it easy. I mean, you're going to have to battle with the Texans. I realize that they want a shot too, It's never easy. I mean, Jesus, the Steelers. Okay,
That's going to be in Heinz Field, not in Buffalo this time.
yeah, the Steelers. I don't know if that's going to be easy. They're
The
always fairly
Bengals
good,
are at
dude.
home.
They're always fairly good.
The Bengals, they have a deep threat when it comes to the offense. It's going to
So
be a high scoring.
But it's hard for me to wrap my head around Burrow being a contender again, but I think he might do it. So that's not going to be easy. And here we go with the Patriots again, man. Come on, who's that? The Bears?
No, that's the Browns.
No, oh yeah, okay, it is the Browns. Yeah, it is. Okay, so the Browns. I don't know, dude. I just don't. You never know about the Browns.
The Eagles, their last.
Browns are that team that can come out of nowhere, and you're just like, what the fuck just happened? The Eagles, shit, that ain't gonna be easy.
Yeah, man. The Eagles, they have a tough schedule because they got to play Washington, then Buffalo.
Did we come back to the Jets again? And I really think the Jets are making moves to make this not fucking easy.
So here's my thought on Baltimore on the first game of the season. I believe that Baltimore, they got Derrick Henry, man. If we don't contain that run, like I said in the regular season of last year's game, we're going to lose that game. And we did because we did not contain Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry can go off anytime. Our defense has to show up and play. And it's week 1 of the NFL season. We've had great, week 1 showings, and we've had some disappointing week 1 losses as well. We lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers like 2 or 3 years ago in week 1, and we basically gave them that game.
Well, it's a whole different season. We can't even look in the past either.
Well, no, I understand that, but the reason why I look in the past is this: is Sean McDermott. Now, here's this is why Sean McDermott and the Buffalo Bills. They either start off hot or they start off slow, and then they end up doing what they need to do throughout the season. So because they can win one game or they can lose that first game, which they've had before. Mm-hmm. They did lose to the Jets. They lost to the Steelers in week 1. I think almost back-to-back seasons almost, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I mean, looking at.
Sorry, I'm reading Richie Fresh's comments. He's pretty confident.
Richie Fresh comes in here, and I appreciate it, Richie. By all means, we're bending most of these boys over. Get the ditty.
I mean, seriously though, I've been looking at the Bills, going, God dang, dude, you guys get 15, 16 wins. That'd be just amazing.
Okay, here's my thing. I think our bottom line is 13 wins. I think we can't go any lower than
bottom 13. Is 13. The season hasn't.
13. I think the most we'll get is maybe, and our most is 14. I don't see us getting 15. I don't see us.
I'm just going to try to be reasonable about the Chiefs. I really believe that we can win 12 to 14 games.
I think you guys.
I'm leaning more towards 12, I guess.
I think you guys get 13, 14, maybe even 15. You never know. You guys have Andy Reid and Steve Spagnuolo. I don't give a damn what anybody says.
Yeah,
but a lot of people are going to sit there and say the Kansas City Chiefs can't do nothing. Well, you got to beat the champions in order to say that you are the champion.
I don't know, dude. All the news people are saying that the Chargers are taking the West this year. I know that they've said it for the last fucking 15, 17 years. Yeah, and it hasn't happened yet, but that's what they're saying. So I don't know. I'm starting to get. Man, should I start getting nervous?
I wouldn't get nervous. I'd wait.
Yeah, no, don't get nervous.
Early. It's too early. It's too early to get nervous. It's too early to
I can get nervous about something, but I don't see the Broncos doing much. Yeah, they've improved quite a bit. That's a very well improved team. Totally. The Raiders have improved. I mean, God, how could you not? They were bad.
I would agree with you, Richie, on this. I think if Buffalo's going to lose any games, it's going to be against the Ravens. It's going to be against the Chiefs, the Bengals.
Well, you guys will beat the Chiefs.
Possibly the Patriots.
You guys will beat the Chiefs. We try to be nice to you guys every year and let you have at least a win against the Chiefs sometimes.
I don't want I want us to go all the way this year. I would love to see us go all the way. Even here's the deal. Even if Buffalo does beat them in the regular season this year again, I don't really care. I want to see the Buffalo Bills show up in the playoffs when it matters the most in a very crucial step of this in the playoffs to get us into that damn Super Bowl.
I mean,
I would like to see. Hey, let's go into Arrowhead and not be scared and go in there and beat the
you
damn.
guys never come to Arrowhead scared. You come there to kick our ass, and then my guys are beat up for like 2 weeks. You know,
Well,
I don't see
at
any
the beginning, there was a little nerves in that AFC Championship. You said it yourself.
Yeah.
But as the game went by, that's what it was.
Yeah, but I just like I can't say that I see any fear there from the Bills when you guys come to KC, you come there to kick our ass, you know. It's not like it's not like you come in there going, "Oh shit. Oh no, it's the champions." No, you guys come in there going,
we give you more of a challenge.
Let's go, you know.
But my thing is this: is we need to beat you guys. It's as simple as that.
Well, but here's the problem: is now you're gonna have to beat everybody the way you have to try to beat us. So everybody's coming at you guys now the same way you guys come at the Chiefs. You see what I'm saying? This is where it's gonna get. This is where it gets precarious. You guys are now a gunslinger.
Yeah,
you can turn into heroes.
Yeah, see, we were 9-0
long enough as a gunslinger hero. Yeah. Pretty soon you become the fucking villain.
See, Buffalo was undefeated at home last year. This year we have the Ravens at home. Of course, we have our AFC East rivals. We have the Saints at home, which shouldn't be a big deal. We have the Chiefs at home. That's going to be a tough game. The Ravens, the Chiefs, the Bengals, and the Eagles are all games that we're going to have to show up and play. We got to go. We got to protect our home and beat those teams. The Eagles. Do you know that Josh Allen is and he has not beaten the Eagles since he's been a quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. He is 0-1 against the Eagles.
Well, I mean,
I know it's just one game, but still.
That's not even a test. I mean, come on, man. Like anybody beat anybody. But that's why I think they gave the Chiefs so many primetime spots this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think what's going on right now is Kansas City is now the litmus test. If you are any kind of contender, you're gonna have to play the Chiefs, and they're gonna show the Chiefs kicking everybody's ass on some primetime stuff just to prove who's the actual contenders. And the Bills used to be my litmus test to see who could contend with Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
So, but you guys are now up there with Kansas City in the AFC, and so it's like, all right, I'm watching these phases because the Chiefs got cocky and they got their fucking ass handed to them, and I see the Bills getting a little cocky. And that ass handing is
fans.
I mean, I'm seeing it in a couple of the guys thinking that they should be having more guys come into the team because we're going to go and take this ring. I'm seeing it, bro. I mean, as far as coaching, they're not doing it. But there was a couple players like, oh, look, we should recruit this guy, like you have a say, right?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, you could suggest that shit, but don't start blasting it into the media. Hold on. You're not a champion yet, Once you become a champion and it looks like you could take another ring, fuck yeah, guys will flock right to you, and they do, and they come for cheap. But, I mean, it's going to be a battle. You guys this year are going to have to fight everybody's fucking A game. It's not.
Mm-hmm. You there?
You still there? Looked like I buffered or something.
You did.
Yeah, it's not going to be just a walk in the park, man. Everybody's going to come in with their A game. And even the Saints are going to come in trying to bust you in the mouth. And so you're going to be sore every week. Every week you're going to be sore. These guys can make a name for themselves as an individual player by beating the shit out of your player.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it happen to Kansas City. numerous times. That's why we're always injured, man. And it gets worse every year. Every year that you keep going and trying. I think that's probably why winning 3 Super Bowls in a row is the hardest thing ever. Because by the third year in a row, where everybody has just got the hell beat out of them for every single game, 3 years in a row, I mean, it takes its toll. Yeah, and then all of a sudden the limelight thing—that's what killed the Chiefs. They thought they were famous. They thought they were superstars. No, you're not. Go play some fucking football. Shut the fuck up. Go to bed. Get up and go to practice. That's what the Eagles did. They beat your ass. I hate it. I hate saying that to my own guys because I love all my guys, but god damn, that looked like some prima donna shit right there. Like I was up all night too long being famous, and I didn't get my sleep for practice. Might skip practice because I got to go be famous today. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, share the screen. This is your schedule right here.
It's coming, bro. My schedule? Chiefs time.
So we're
going undefeated.
You guys got to play Philadelphia at home. Yeah.
We're going to go undefeated in the Super Bowl.
Baltimore at home. Detroit at home. Washington at home. Wow. You have the Colts at home. You guys got a tough schedule too, just like Buffalo does.
I mean, the Colts are going to beat our ass, dude. They do every fucking time we see them. God damn it, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it, but the Colts find a way to beat the Chiefs' ass every single goddamn game we ever play. That makes me crazy, bro. It's real. It makes me crazy. The Colts find a way to beat the shit out of my team. And I don't know how, because it could be their worst year. They could just have lost to everybody. And got to win against the Chiefs, though. Dirty buggers.
Yeah, you guys open the season in Brazil against the Chargers, which that's a cool game. That's awesome.
Cool game, dude.
It's a Friday game, and then you guys get to go play Philadelphia the week after that. And then you get the G-Men, the Giants. That's in at MetLife. Then you come home, play the Baltimore Ravens, and you go back home and go to Jacksonville. Got to go to Jacksonville. Then you go home, to Detroit, then Las Vegas, and then Washington. You got a 3-game road stretch. Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's home. No, that's home. Excuse me, I lied.
Those are home. So that we got.
Yeah, the Red is home. I apologize. The Red is home.
We got at Vegas the last game of the year, which I'm thinking, Anthony, I might go to that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting me a ticket and going to that game. Last game of the fucking year. Go to Vegas, baby.
What's up, Daniel Barry, man?
What's up, man? So, yeah, dude, last game of the season, I'm thinking I might hit Vegas. We should do a Vegas thing, at least tailgate for it, and see if we can get people to meet up in Vegas or something.
Okay.
I mean, that'd be pretty fun. We could all meet up somewhere and hang out in a sports book or something. It'll only be the cool guys anyway.
And it's just a hop, skipping away.
Oh, yeah.
You guys probably are going to solidify that first seed, probably.
I don't know, dude. I'm looking at it in a realistic way, and I'm saying I'm seeing 12 wins, possibly more. But I mean, the possibly more could be up to 15 wins, man. I mean, we'll probably just not even play starters when they go to Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
We'll get about 14, 15 wins.
But it's Vegas, dude. Last game of the season, the starters won't have to play. They're going to be out on the floor on a casino somewhere. We can go buy some fucking starters, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I figure out. Maybe I call some friends and see if they can find out what goddamn casino or what hotel the Chiefs are going to stay at.
That's pretty cool.
Sneak my way in there, huh?
I mean, heck, this game right here, I'm excited to see how that turns out in Brazil. And then you got Sunday Night Football with the Giants in week 3.
Dude, there's so many primetime spots for Kansas City this
Sunday
year.
night football against Jacksonville. That's a
Happy Sunday, Daniel.
Sunday night football against Detroit.
Richie, good to see you guys, man.
That game is going to be amazing right there. I like that. And then you guys got Washington on Monday Night Football on Washington on week 8. Wow.
That's going to be a game, bro. That'll be fun.
And then the
Washington's
Thursday,
a hell of a team.
you're going to spoil the Dallas Cowboys as Thanksgiving in Dallas.
They're going to beat us, dude.
No, you guys are going to beat them.
We're probably going to lose most of those games. We'll probably only go 5 and
then back-to-back weeks, you get
12
Thursday and then Sunday night against Houston at home. And then you play Thursday. The last Thursday night football game is you and Denver on Amazon. That's an interesting game there.
Stupid Thursdays. That gives my guys a week to get ready to party in Vegas. Jesus Christ. That's all they need. That's all they need. Cool.
I mean, really. I mean, that game right there, man. Unbelievable. I'm like John Madden.
It's like a 3-hour flight from Kansas City to Vegas, dude.
Right?
Seriously.
It's not that far from us either. So there's the offensive line right here. You go ahead and you go ahead and do the outpost route right there, and then the quarterback throws it over there to the sideline. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I missed John.
I would go to that, dude. I'd go just to tailgate. If I could find out where the Chiefs are staying or something, I'd book a room. You know, probably on a lot lower floor. But I'd book a room. Heck yeah. I'd go to that game. There's probably going to be a ticket or two for sale right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just wait and at the end be like, yeah, I'll buy that ticket for $200. Fucking $1,600 nosebleed tickets. Are you kidding me, dude? Vegas is outrageous. But if you go there and you don't have tickets and you just wait till right before the game starts or even after the game has just started, you could get a ticket dirt goddamn cheap, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like $200 and get a decent ticket because they just haven't sold it, you know. It's Vegas and they're not going to be a contender, so it's not like they're going to be hoping for a win. And Raiders fans don't travel well. Not like Chiefs fans. So I'll have to sit on the Raiders side.
Buy their tickets.
Hmm.
I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm a Raiders fan. No, not really. I'm still in your tickets.
I'll have to sit on the Raiders side. That'll be the tickets that are available. You know it. I know it. That's how it works. Oh, man.
Well, I'm excited for week 1. You guys, let's just talk like week 1 real quick because I know
Week 1.
Week 1 is you. Let's talk about the Chargers, man, and what they have done, and I'm gonna look up.
What have they done?
Los Angeles Chargers, and
let's see. What have the Chargers done? They've thrown the most interceptions in a year a team has ever done. Let's see. They have lost more games that they were winning than any other team has ever had comebacks against, you know. Like everybody comes back and wins against the Chargers. So that's what they've done so far. What has Herbert done? Nothing. He's been the guy who's literally lost the most games by comeback of any other quarterback that's ever played the game. And I know that's you can't put that on Herbert. That's that defense, man. That defense that they slowly but surely eradicated, but then the Bills are like, we got a Bosa.
We got Bosa from the Chargers, man. But
yeah, dude, wrong Bosa. You guys paid for the wrong Bosa. Man. I mean, honestly, the Chargers are, to me, not really the threat, bro.
The Chargers, their backup, Trey Lance, they signed into a 1-year contract April 4th. Wow. I'm impressed. I like that
Trey Lance, huh?
Trey Lance. You know what? I feel like Trey Lance is getting the shaft in the NFL. I think that kid has a lot of talent.
He had a
I
lot
really
more.
do.
He had a lot more juice than they have given him credit for. That's for sure.
I concur. I concur with that completely, 100%. I think he, given an opportunity, I think he can prove to be a great quarterback in this league.
Yeah.
I think he could be. I think he could be. I think he can best Justin Fields. I really, really do.
Well, that's hang on.
But you think about it, Trey Lance went from he
That's a
was the
reach, dude.
Cowboys, the 49ers, and now he's a Charger behind Justin Herbert. You know, and he's got Jim Harbaugh as his quarterback, or as the head coach, excuse me. So that'll be interesting.
That's kind of a reach, bro. Like I don't know.
I do
So,
believe it.
I never thought
Absolutely.
Trey Lance was that great anyway, but he was pretty good. And yeah, he
He's
kind of
young.
did get the shaft.
He's young. He hasn't, he's young in this NFL league.
For
How
sure.
many years has he been in the league? He hasn't been in the league that long. I mean, for real.
What, 2 years? This will be what his second
Maybe
or third
3.
year.
This is his third year. Third or
Third year.
fourth year.
Is it
Trey
fourth
Lance
already?
This is his fourth year, yes.
Yeah, everybody, like when he was drafted, it was like big hype. Like this kid is gonna be something else and stuff. And I don't
He
know.
hasn't been given the opportunity. That's the problem.
I think that's a big part of it. He just hasn't seen the time to prove
Yeah,
it.
he was drafted by the San Francisco 49ers, was 2 years with the Niners. He actually did really, really good. They were talking about putting him in over Brock Purdy before Brock Purdy become Mr. Irrelevant.
Well, I mean, and dude,
Yeah.
just the name alone, Mr. Irrelevant, sold so many seats, dude.
And speaking of Mr. Irrelevant, he did get an extension. He's had
295. Was it 295 or 265 million? 265?
Let's take a look here.
Dude, it's storming again, bro. Is it storming at your place?
No.
Man, my lawn has been wetter than if I had my sprinklers on.
Yeah, 5 years of $265 million contract. He is like the third. He is. It makes the highest paid player.
It makes him what?
The highest paid player in franchise history for San Francisco. For San Francisco, but I think he's I do believe he's like the third highest paid quarterbacks.
This is crazy to me, bro. There are what, like 7 quarterbacks paid more than Mahomes? What the fuck have they done? What the fuck have they done? There's 7 quarterbacks paid more than Mahomes. Mahomes has gone to 7 in a row AFC championships. 5 of those turned into Super Bowls. 3 of those turned into rings.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of a fucking run. And these guys are wanting more money than that. That's insane, bro. Fucking Kyler Murray is getting paid more than Patrick Mahomes. What the fuck has he done other than play video games and suck at football? Mm-hmm. Right? Like that.
I hear you.
I mean, honestly, dude, that was the biggest problem with the Cardinals was Kyler Murray.
He is the 7th highest paid quarterback in NFL history, or in NFL by averaging, that's unbelievable.
By averaging shit, dude. What's his win-loss ratio as a starting quarterback?
Brock Purdy win-loss?
No, Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray?
Yeah. Curious about that.
Kyler Murray, his record is 36-45-1.
Oh my god, dude! So he's a loser.
0-1 and he's 0-1.
Way under 500.
36-45-1. He tied for once, and then he didn't win in the playoffs. He's a loser.
He's not an MVP.
No.
He's not a Pro Bowl or an All Pro. He's never been Pro Bowl or All Pro. Ever. Right? And he wants more money than the fucking greatest quarterback to play football.
Right.
That's insane, dude. That's insane.
Let's see if he has any Pro Bowl selection. Okay, Kyler Murray was selected to participate in 2 Pro Bowls in his career, in 2020 and 2021. He also won the Madden 21 Pro Bowl MVP award in 2021.
So, goddamn, 21. Well, that was 4 years ago. That was 4 years ago. What has he done since then? Nothing? Like just like play video games and do nothing? And he deserves more, right? Who else is getting paid more? Isn't that Lawrence kid from the Jaguars getting paid more than Mahomes? Who are the top 10 paid quarterbacks in the league?
We're going to look at that.
I bet you Mahomes is like 9 since Purdy got paid.
Well, Purdy's number 7. So unfortunately, well, I Googled it, obviously. This shows Dak Prescott's number 1, which I don't get it. You got Joe Burrow. He's been in the Super Bowl. They lost. Josh Allen, MVP. Trevor Lawrence. What has Trevor Lawrence done? Jordan Love. I mean, he's trying to.
How is Jordan Love getting paid more than Mahomes, man? That's insane to me.
Tua Tagovailoa. He hasn't done. He melts down in the playoffs, or even if he gets to the playoffs.
Word.
I mean, hell, the Dolphins dropped 4 out of the 5 games, and they end up losing the number 1 seed and the number 1, where they lost the AFC East to the Buffalo Bills that year. And
Every
then you have
December.
Jared Goff, and Jared Goff's the 7th, and then Brock Purdy's the 8th, and then Justin Herbert's number 9, and Lamar Jackson's 10.
Every December. That's crazy, dude. Go through that list. Let's start at the top one. Who's getting paid the most?
That's Dak Prescott.
What the fuck has he done? Cry?
$60 million. He's making $60 million. His average annual salary is $60 million.
He cries, he gets hurt, and he doesn't win anything. Right? But he's paid fucking money.
I don't think he's won a playoff career. What's Dak Prescott's playoff record, I wonder?
I bet he's been to the playoffs, twice in his career? 3 times maybe? Lost the first round every time? I'm guessing.
Dak Prescott's record and the playoffs is 2-5.
2-5. And he gets the most money. Pardon. Goddamn. This is what pisses me off about receivers too.
And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 people at $55 million, which is Joe Burrow.
You could interchange Dak Prescott with probably 60% of the quarterbacks in the league and do just as well, if not better. Yeah, there's 40% that would do worse. I'll agree with that. But I'm talking about starting quarterbacks.
Well, I hear you.
And he's getting paid the fucking most, dude. That is pathetic. And Dallas is like, why can't we fucking win a Super Bowl? Well, Jesus Christ. Now the 49ers, they've got to extend Fred Warner, and they just extended Kittle, and who the hell else did they extend? There was another guy, dude. But I mean, these are $20 million a guy.
Yeah.
A year, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's a chunk a year. There's 53 guys on the team, and you're taking 20 mil, which is what? Fucking 12% of the cap? You're taking 12 guys' spots on your cap just by yourself. And then the 49ers have like 4 or 5 of those guys. They can't afford to have a good team. I don't see them doing shit this year, you know? Really, I just don't see them do it. I realize guys are healthy again, but they also lost a lot of guys that were good quality guys. But you got too many taking too much money. You can't have 9 guys getting paid the fucking giant sack. I mean, if you have 10 guys getting paid the sack, that's a fifth of your whole team. And
well, you look at this list, you
all
see,
your money.
you see, like guys like Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars getting $55 million, and Tua Tagovailoa getting $53.1 million.
Right.
And then you look at Kyler Murray at 46.1, Deshaun Watson at 46, Kirk Cousins, which I wish I had his agent because my God, 45 million. You know, Kirk Cousins has the best agent in the world.
I want the agent for the guy that is like the backup kicker that just gets the minimum and never has to go out there. God damn, I need that job.
Or even Dak Prescott. I mean, 60 million.
What was that show with Keanu Reeves and they played the football and then they had the
replacements?
The replacements. Yeah, they had that Australian guy that was smoking all the time. And they're like, go to practice. And he's like, okay. So he goes out there and he kicks like a fucking 75-yard field goal. I want to do that, bro. I liked his contract. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah. Shane Falco.
What the heck? Oh, what is this about? Oh, my guy, too. Oh, it's my guy. And he's saying that's the Super Bowl. Oh, you're killing me. You Bills fans are all the same. It's just got to be your year. I hope you guys get to the Super Bowl, Anthony. I really do. I hope you guys, if the Chiefs get beat, like literally, if we get legit beat in the playoffs, man, I fucking want you guys to win a Super Bowl, man. Yes. That'd be cool. It'd be cool. You guys finally get your foot in the door and stuff, you know. But with that comes a lot of heartache, bro. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It is not as easy as you think because all of a sudden everybody's just gonna fucking hate you. First, like literally, you don't even know why. You're just like, what? All we did was work hard to get here. And then they're gonna be like, you guys fucking suck. We hate you. And you're like, why? Why? You know, Josh will get a girlfriend, and then they'll be like, that bitch, we hate that bitch. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? It's crazy, dude. You guys are a big gunslinger. You are one of the quick draws now. And if you're fast enough for long enough, you can become the hero. Mm-hmm. But as soon as you become the hero, they don't want you to be the hero very long. If you're the hero too long, you become the villain.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the fact, man. That's old West shit right there. That is old West shit right there. And if you're the villain, well, motherfuckers come out of the woodwork everywhere you go, bringing their fastest draw. You know what I'm saying, dude? Now you're going to have to be that villain that everybody's trying to just smash every week. It's fucking hell, but it's beautiful and awesome at the same time. I ain't going to trade it back, but I think it'll be kind of refreshing when I can watch the Chiefs go back to, you know, contending. Maybe we can hope to get a shot sometime. I would like it if they stayed the champions forever, but goddamn, dude, you guys are brutal every single game to us. Everybody is. And you Bills are about to taste that. Now
yeah, what's up, guys?
We're going to see how you guys handle it, you know.
Jimmy Jets comes in and say, imagine if the Bills win the Super Bowl. They will need to call in the National Guard. Look at what New York fans did when the Knicks just got into the Eastern Conference.
Like burning cars and fucking throwing flares at cops and shit. Fuck. You know what? They will be, Bills fans will be so goddamn hard to live with, dude. Oh, my God. Jimmy, it's going to be terrible. If the Bills fans actually can see their team get a Super Bowl, you realize how mean
It's
they
been a
are.
long
They're
time
so mean
waiting,
to us right
Jamie.
now, and they fucking suck and can't beat the Chiefs.
It's been a long time waiting.
And then when
brother.
they win the Super Bowl, they're gonna be so fucking mean to everybody. It's gonna be crazy.
He's buying a bunker.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna have to hide out in basements and shit. They're gonna be smashing tables every time. They're gonna mow through the whole United States like a harvest, smashing tables as they go. It's gonna be crazy, man. That's all that's gonna be destroyed. Is just everybody's fucking dining room table is gonna just have some body thrown through it everywhere, every town. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts. And Anthony's probably gonna break my table. What? What, Anthony? I'm putting up the thing.
Go
We're gonna
ahead
let these boys call in.
and get in here. Buy stock and
I gotta do it again. Hang on.
IKEA tables that day.
Yeah, like just go down to like Costco and get a bunch of those cheap tables, right? And then when they're all smashed, just take them back because like that's their thing. They'll just take them back. Like, these things sucked, man. All I had was potato salad on this one. 290-pound potato salad we call Billy Bob or whatever.
I'll jump through 5 tables in a row for a Super Bowl win.
I mean,
Light
I would have
it on fire.
Dude, in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, the 10s, I would have put my head through a brick wall for a Super Bowl win. That was 40 years of just sad after the season, you know. Well, maybe next year, you know. I mean, so I've seen all these sides of this thing. All I know is it's harder on the fans when you have the winning team.
I'll just leave them on my front lawn as tribute sacrifice. Richie, if the AFC's roundtable skips out on the event for whatever reason, you boys still need to get up here. Well, unfortunately, Jamie won't be able to make it regardless because he has some family things going on.
I'm sad.
So
I was so excited. We had the money. I'm just like, Anthony, here, got you 100. And then I realized, I can't. We've got a family thing.
But don't worry, there might be a possibility I'll have to go to class that week. I hope not.
Oh, no.
I will find out. I have to find out in the week of the 9th of June of when my 4th week of
So
class.
when did the Chiefs play the Bills? Because goddamn, that's going to be like $9,000 a ticket, dude.
It's going to be a spendy ticket, man.
But maybe we could go for when the Chiefs play the Bills. That would be a hoot.
Yeah, that's November. That's November 2nd. That's Evelise.
I don't want to get like beat up in South Canada or
That's
anything.
crazy. Evelise's birthday is November 3rd.
No, everything is okay. It's just a family thing that I've got to do. No, it's not a bad thing either. It's like going to be super cool. It's just I can't make it to that roundtable sports thing. And I was fucking geared up and ready, man. I'm just like, shit, Anthony, we'll just rent a van. And, you know, just like, I'm going to stuff my gear and my socks down in my sleeping bag and roll it all up. And that'll be my carry-on. And then we just go rent a van and we're good to go.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we just park in a fucking Walmart parking lot or whatever, go in and eat, take a shit, go back out of the van. I've done that at work a fucking million times, but we just had a big giant work truck, you know. I'll just sleep in the work truck. I'll take that $250 per diem and stuff that shit in my pocket. And then go down to the biker bar and buy everybody a round of piss, you know? Heck yeah. So, yeah, I appreciate that a lot, Richie. That's really cool. But, no, it's nothing bad, bro. It's actually going to be pretty awesome. Oh, look. There he is right there. Perfect. Oh, wait. Do it. Hey, that's good. Wait. Let's do this, Anthony. Hey, God, that was a shocker.
What's up?
What's up, bro?
Oh shit. No, dude. So I had it. Well, I was gonna call in regardless, but no, the ticket thing. I could tell you, my brother-in-law, because he has season tickets, and he's pretty much took a home equity line out to get his PSLs and season tickets on the new stadium. So I could tell you right now from what he's seeing and what he's telling me, what he's hearing. I want to go to the last game, or at least one of the games here in Buffalo. Mind you, I live here, and it's like I might not be able to afford it. People are I don't want to use the other R word. I'll just say ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
they're upselling them tickets like at 300%.
$1,000 a ticket you're looking at.
These prices are fucking retarded. I'll say it. I'm not talking about any person on the spectrum. I'm talking about what they've done to my pricing is fucking retarded,
Dude, like I want to go to the last. There's a couple things. Like, dude, I want to go to the last game, and it's just like, so what my brother-in-law is doing is smart. What he's basically doing is to afford, like, he'll go to a couple games this year, but he's in the driver's seat because to pay for part of his PSLs or to go to her seasons next year, he's gonna make bank. He's gonna sell like 3/4 of his tickets this year because it's
goddamn, dude. It's so
he's gonna make so much money.
Bullshit too. Like, and then all of these companies that swoop in and they just like buy all the tickets so that they can put their own price on them. That's what kills it, dude. Like, so if they would just say, nope, you buy at the gate. You could pre-buy if you're a
season holder,
like season ticket holder. Yeah, then that's how you pre-buy, or you just buy at the gate. So show the fuck up. If you don't get in, party outside.
So the AFC East roundtable, and this is not me shitting on any of those boys. They're having a bitch of a time because the problem is, I'm gonna keep it honest. We're a good team. Like to get the amount of tickets they want in like a section is damn near impossible because we're a good. So basically, they don't come to Buffalo because we're a good team. Everybody's like, why do you do the AFC East? They're like, well, you could do the roundtable at the other teams. It's like, well, no offense, the Miami Dolphins and Jets are shit, so it's much easier to get group tickets with that. Like,
you go to the Dolphins and get tickets for 500 people easy. There's going to be there's going to be 10,000 empty seats anyway. You know.
Yeah, well, that's basically the biggest reason. My only issue is like, dude, you guys can come here anyway. You know, who says you have to go to the game? I know that's cool, but like, do an event, host. You could run out like a bar section at like one of the bars in Western New York. I don't know. I just feel like they could come here. They don't have to go to a game. I get that's the whole shtick, but I don't know.
Email Brandon being.
So this is a thing that I've been telling people lately for like literally the last couple of weeks at work, you know, around where I hang out and stuff. And to football fans, I say, look, if it all started, this guy said, you're lucky though, because you get to see wins. And I go, no, it's not lucky. It's actually a curse because I used to be able to get a ticket to see the Chiefs for $20. And now it's like fucking $1,600 for the shittiest fucking nosebleed, you know, if you want to go to a decent game, you know. Oh, and God
I'm not
forbid,
joking.
Yeah, I mean, God forbid you want to be down low. I have to, if I want to take my kids, I got to go to a preseason game, right? It's like that's the only way I can get them down front so they can say hi to the players and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not joking when I tell you my brother-in-law knows some of our friends that I'm not joking when I tell you he knows people that are taking out home equity lines. They're getting a second mortgage to afford this new stadium. It's insane. Like they're legit doing that
across the goddamn country too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hooked up on a HELOC, so I can go to a couple of games this year. But that's not why I did it. You know, it's just nice to have a line of credit. But
yeah,
you know, if you have that HELOC, then you could use that as a line of credit. You could also draw on it, but that's what it is. It's a line of credit. That's all. And if you think about it right, I bought my house for $179.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude, I got it on a killer deal, and now it's worth $580.
I was about to say, how long ago did you buy the house? That's probably why it's worth so much
like
now.
10 years ago.
Yeah, that's still good though, dude.
Every 15 years, your property value should double. And that's why I think rent is the worst thing you could ever do. You know, Anthony did it. He went and got a house too, and he's starting to see it too. He's got equity, you know.
So the problem, so I had this conversation with I'll toggle back to football in a second because I have some funny points, but my sister, she could afford a house. She has a career where she could afford a house. The problem is, you know what people are struggling with now? It's not the interest rates, which are what, 7%. I'm locked into 3.25 if that tells you anything.
Right. That's decent.
It's the down payment, man. Nobody has this like $25,000-$50,000. It's the down payments that people are struggling with. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, so there's another thing though. You don't have to have a down payment if you do it right. You know, all that down payment disappears. You can hide that in the numbers wherever you want, but as soon as you put that down payment down and the other bank takes it, it just poof, it's gone. It's just part of the numbers now, right? So you keep all the damn cash you have. Don't do that down payment shit. I don't want a down payment. I want a loan.
Well, so I was FHA, dude. I sat at the closing table in Buffalo downtown. I was there. People made it sound like it's a nightmare, which I'm sure it can be because New York State's a piece of shit like this. But like, I sat there. I was there for an hour, and because I was FHA, because I made a certain income at that time, which I benefited from. I got my house, dude. I paid $1,500 to close.
FHA loans are how I got started, bro. I've bought and sold like 3 houses, bro.
Yeah.
Now I'm up on the hill with all the rich people, and they look at me funny because I've got fucking Harleys, and you know.
Well, you did it the smart way, dude. You did it the smart way, is what you did.
Yeah, man. I bought a piece of property. It was 1/4 of an acre. I got it for $10,000. I told the neighbors if they have fill dirt, bring it over. Raised up that lot and just sat on it for like 7 years. Sold that shit for $40,000, bro. And it was just a shit lot in the middle of nowhere. $40,000. I took $10,000 and made it into $40,000 in like just a few years by just letting it sit, telling the neighbors they could put their like lawn clippings on it and stuff. You know, it just turns into dirt. You know.
So
the last couple of years, I said no more lawn clippings, and I went and I flattened it out. You know, like I just put up a sign, no more lawn clippings, and then I just went and flattened it all out. It was all dirt. It was all perfect black, like clean smelling dirt. By then, it all just turned ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Right? You know.
I'm going to be a troll for a second, but I'm actually being dead serious. When the NFL made the Chiefs schedule, did they lube up your buttholes? Because your guys' schedule sucks, dude. Holy shit! Like I genuinely almost feel bad. I genuinely almost feel bad for Chiefs fans because your guys' schedule is fucking wild. Like, dude, I don't know how the Bills. Like, I'll be honest. We went to the AFC Championship game too. I don't know how the Bills have literally almost the easiest schedule in the league, and then the Chiefs just get dog shit.
You really don't.
Our home schedule's tough.
So I'm glad. I'm glad we're an underdog because you guys have to feel it, man. They're gonna bring their shit, dude. It's gonna be hellfire and brimstone. Every team that comes in is just gonna come in like fucking Mad Max. Bro. It's gonna be crazy. The Chiefs will be just fine. We've played all you fucking tough guys before. You know, it doesn't spook me at all. We can play all of the tough guys. They're using us as the litmus test. Are you really a contender? Can you contend with the Chiefs? Are you going to be able to stay in a game with the Chiefs? Are you going to let the Chiefs last minute kick your ass? Or are you going to let the Chiefs fucking 30-point you? I'm game. I'm down, dude. I love this shit. Fucking bring it on, baby. I want the hardest teams, all of them, every fucking one of you. And I want to beat all your asses so that nobody says, oh, fuck, you got lucky. No, dude, I want your whole team healthy. Your whole fucking team healthy. I want to see the Chiefs go and whip that ass. Because I know what everybody's saying. And it's cracking me up because I actually watch what the Chiefs are doing. And I watch their practices. I watch what all of the guys are doing in the off seasons. I know what my coaches are having the guys do. You guys are fucked. You guys are fucked. We're the underdog. You know how much that irritates my guys? They're going to come out there. They're going to fucking probably win a lot more games than I'm giving them credit for. I'm giving them credit for 12. I think
Yeah, but
12
it really
this year,
shouldn't.
the Chiefs are going to do good, and then the rest is up to basically how bad you done pissed off my team. Because those other 5 teams are you guys, Eagles, the Ravens. I mean, the Ravens. What's that?
The Washington Commanders.
Now the Commanders, there's no animosity between Chiefs and Commanders. That's going to be a legit, really good, fun game.
Oh, it is. You guys will play the Detroit.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's the only game I don't see any retribution. I see guys just going out and playing some football. My defense isn't going to try to kill people, and my offense probably won't try to run up the score, but they'll probably try to contend because that Commanders are tough. And
I think the Denver Broncos and the Chargers are really going to be the only teams in.
They're fucked, dude.
That's going to give you any real.
They're fucked, bro. Oh my god, the Chargers, they're fucked. They're not going.
I mean,
as soon as Harbaugh said he was going to put Herbert in the fucking Hall of Fame, did you guys see that? Harbaugh said, "I had a dream
that's ridiculous. But
that I put Justin Herbert in the Hall of Fame," and I'm like, "That's a fucking dream." Yes, you did have a dream.
So here's a couple things. I mean, the Chiefs shouldn't feel the pressure of the underdogs. The only teams that should do. I mean, you guys are used to winning. Like that mentality shouldn't really bug you guys, in my opinion. But
no, it's fun because it makes the guys go crazy.
And then, I think. I don't know. See, I wasn't on the show, Thursday? I missed up a couple shows, but so I don't want to put words in your mouth, of course, but I hope you're not underestimating. I think the AFC West is going to be a little bit more competitive this year. I don't think it's going to be. I think you guys still get the one. I still think you guys win the division.
Okay, so all right. I don't know how much you've ever paid attention to the AFC West, but for the last decade, the Chiefs have owned it.
Yeah, it's been dog.
And everybody says this same shit every single year.
Well, it's law of averages.
Harbaugh is there. And I think as soon as Andy Reid is gone, there's going to be 2 Harbaugh coaches that split for rings for a minute, I mean, that's the scary part. If we turn the Harbaughs loose and take away an Andy Reid, you guys are all in trouble because the Harbaughs are good coaches, I don't care for them. You okay, buddy? You falling asleep on me? Am I that fucking boring with you? God dang it.
No, I had a long day, dude. Make no mistake about it, dude. It's the law of. I'm not shitting on the Chiefs. It's law of averages at some point. Someday the Bills are not going to run the AFC East. I mean, dude, at some point, I know people say it about the Chiefs, but at some point, it's the law of averages.
I know there's an expiration date, brother. I do.
Yeah, of course. I do. Yeah. That's with the Bills, too. It's the same with the Bills.
Yeah, but at the same time, man, I ain't too worried about that expiration date being this year.
No, same here. I would say
it happens when Andy.
I would say you guys got that. Yeah, but when does he retire, man? I almost wish you guys would have won it this year, even though I would have hated it.
Because he would have retired.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Now we got to go for 10 rings. Yeah, now we got to go for 10 rings. At least 6, because you got to have 6 for your franchise. Otherwise, you're not talked about as a dynasty. Pittsburgh's got 6 as a franchise.
That's true.
Patriots have 6 as a franchise, right? What do the Cowboys got? They got 6, don't they, as a franchise? And I think that's what it takes.
5. I think they're 5.
5. So that's still a dynasty, though.
Yeah, it's
right?
still awesome.
So you got to get 6 to even tie the Patriots. But if you can get 6 in 15 years instead of 20, puts you a little bit better. I think that's what's happening now. We've got 4, and then we've got 3 faster than any quarterback's ever got 3. I mean, 3 out of 7. 7 years, 3 rings. That's fat, dude.
Random question. And I don't know what you guys make of this, but we discussed it on. I was on the schedule opening night. Anthony, I want your thoughts. Excuse me, I want your thoughts on this too. Why in God's creation, when you really look at the schedules and you would think AFC's division will be wrapped up, seeding should be wrapped up by a certain time, why in the hell, and Jimmy, I want your take on this too, why would we play the Eagles in week 17? Because you might that should be a game that should have been played early in the season, because by that time you're almost thinking players are going to be sitting. That's what I don't understand about that.
It's because the Eagles are going to have a downfall this year. They're going to say it's a Super Bowl hangover, but I say it's because they traded off all their fucking good guys.
Really?
Yeah, dude. They traded off all their good guys, and they did.
So 13 people to go from the Eagles, and they had to pick up a majority of them back from their holes in the draft.
And then they did crappy in the draft because they got that shock, man. Like when you win the Super Bowl, you get the shittiest draft. That's a fact. And they've already traded away a lot of their draft picks just to get that team. And so now they're stuck. They're stuck in a just a scary situation where we used to kick ass. Last year we did the greatest thing ever. We took down those fucking Chiefs, right? But now all their great guys are going to be great somewhere else. And they're going to have to rely on trades and free agents that are just not not like as good as the great guys were, and draft picks. And people call it a Super Bowl hangover. You're fucking right it is. Yeah, because everybody scabs your team, bro. You know? I mean, look, people were trying to scab my coaches before we even were in the fucking playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about that. I think they should really don't do any coaching interviews.
There was coaches that literally were like on the side instead of game planning for their fucking playoffs. They were busy getting their coaching team together because they know they got a fucking coach job.
I don't think they should be interviewing at all till all the playoffs.
I concur. That's
after the Super Bowl, dude. Like that should be an off-season thing, bro. Because they're fucking it up, man. They're distracting my goddamn coaches because everybody's trying to scab my coaches. They distracted the Eagles coach. They distracted the Lions coaches worse than everybody else. And then the Lions went out there and they laid an egg, right?
Super Bowl hangover is a real thing, but they have somebody called Howie Roseman. So I don't exactly think they're going to fall off the earth. I mean, he's drafted pretty fucking well.
I'm not saying they're going to be bad. I'm saying they're going to have a slump.
They're going to be a wild card team this year.
They're going to be working hard for their playoffs.
Commanders first. Commanders are first. I already have that.
So this is why they put you guys so late. Eagles are going to be working to get a win to get their playoff spot. And they're going to take down the Buffalo Bills, who are probably going to be sitting maybe number two. No, because you guys are going to sit all your fucking starters.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? This is a big NFL chess match to make other teams look good too, because their coaches know how to play ball.
Well, yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
once your coaches figure out how to play ball with the big boys, then all of a sudden this game turns political, man. It's like a chess match. It totally is. And then your coaches are going to be like, cool, maybe we'll see you in the Super Bowl. Right? So, yeah, we'll sit there.
So look what happened. Look what I told you when the schedule came out.
We played it. Mike? Whoa, we got a fucking legend up in here right now. The legend of West Desert Mike, buddy. He has been MIA on this channel for a fucking while, like months and months. It's good to see you, Mike. Tell you what.
Well, I stand by my prediction. Chiefs and Bills mid-season matchup. Wow, what a shocker that is, right? I knew it was going to be mid-season. I told you that was going to happen.
Yeah, so that Eagles.
Tell you what, here's what I'll do.
December 28th, right there. So you're thinking Buffalo would probably win in week 1?
There you go.
You know, the Jets, they got a good team. They got a good roster. I can't count the Jets out, and I can't count the Patriots out. The Dolphins, on the other hand, I think we're going to sweep the Dolphins for sure. those first 2 weeks are going to be interesting to see what Bills have a small gauntlet. In my opinion, I think it's a little small gauntlet. I think it's the Ravens and the Jets. The Jets have something to prove. They want to show that they are the team that everybody should somewhat, be on the lookout for in the future. Aaron Glenn and that head coach is, he's got a good roster. That New York Jets, I think Justin Fields, is he the guy? Probably not, no. But I would love to see him succeed for the Jets. You get the Saints at home. They don't really have a quarterback.
No.
The Patriots. We have that Sean McDermott and the Buffalo Bills has a losing record against that head coach in New England when he was with the Tennessee Titans. You know that, right? We have a losing record against them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying on the AFC East Roundtable. I think it was the other day. I'm like, dude, we struggle against Vrabel coach teams, man. Vrabel just has I don't know, it's just weird.
And then we got to play Atlanta. That's on what's that, Monday Night Football or whatever it is, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So
I'll tell you what, dude. What they call them, trap games. Sean McDermott's undefeated after a bye week, but if it's a quirky game we're gonna lose, we're gonna overlook the Panthers to that Chiefs game. I got a weird feeling about that one. If maybe that could be a possibility of a quirky game.
Then we have the Chiefs, then the Dolphins again. That's in Miami on November 9th. Yeah. We play the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, they're going to be a tough team too. I mean, I know we played them again. The last time we played with Tom Brady was the quarterback, and we ended up losing. We were down. We came back. We were about to win, and we just couldn't get it. We just couldn't get over that hump.
Yeah. But Buccaneers are going to kick your ass.
The Bucs are a tough team.
You guys are going to lose. Let's see. You guys are going to lose to the Ravens. Let's see. You guys are going to lose to the Ravens, then the Jets, and you guys are going to start fucking slow. And that's going to suck. So then you guys are going to mop the fucking walls with the next 5 teams. That includes the Chiefs. Then you're going to beat the Dolphins. You might lose to the Chiefs, but you'll beat the Dolphins. The Buccaneers are going to beat you. The Texans are going to fucking beat you up. But
I'm going to give you a great stat on that.
You're going to end up with a win. Then the Steelers are somehow going to make this a close game against you. Then you beat the Bengals handily.
Josh Allen has never lost a game on Thursday Night Football as a quarterback for the Buffalo Bills.
That's fuck all to me, dude. That doesn't matter. Anyway, back to my thing. Then the Patriots are going to beat you, so you split with the Patriots. You're going to sweep the Dolphins, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to split with the Jets and the Patriots. And then who's that? The Browns? Fucking
that was the Bears.
Browns, baby. Don't count them Browns out. I don't care what the fuck is going on. Somehow they're going to have that Dylan kid in there, and he's going to start against you, and he's going to kick some ass. So I wouldn't count the Browns.
What about the Bengals?
You guys will let the Eagles beat you because you're still going to have, even though you're going to lose all those games, you're still going to have more wins than the Chiefs, and we're going to be only teams with the wins. And then, like I said, split with the Jets, so you guys take that final one.
I think worst case, I see our losses worst. So I'll give you our most probable. This is going to sound stupid. I'll give you our most probable losses, and then I'll give you basically what I think certainly can happen.
I think for real, you guys would get 13 wins.
I think we're capable of getting gut checked in week 1 against Baltimore because week 1's a crapshoot for every team in the league. So I could see that. So that's 1 loss. We're splitting with the Patriots. I easily see that, to be honest with you. So that's 2.
The Jets always split with you, though.
No, not.
We beat the Jets twice last year. We did beat the Jets twice last year.
Yeah, we beat them.
Oh, that's the first time you got it. Oh, yeah. That was after fired fucking.
They're a dumpster fire. I'm not worried about them.
Hey, they are not anymore.
No, they got Aaron Glenn. They got a coaching staff.
The boss came out the back door and put that fire out, dude. The boss.
They got a new coaching staff. They got to prove themselves. I
like Aaron Glenn.
I like Glenn a lot. The boss is there, bro. He put out the dumpster fire. He went in there and he fucking fired everybody that was shit. Everybody that was stirring shit, that was part of the shit, that wasn't going to do shit, they're all gone, dude. He's a worker. He's an actual, in the real world, he was an actual restaurant owner. So he knows how to look at his employees and figure out which ones are the fucking fuck ups, you know? I mean, come on,
I know
man.
this is a bad comparison, but like the Jets were damn near talked about Super Bowl favorites when Aaron Rodgers started last year, so I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah,
they had the roster. The problem is they needed a quarterback, what me and you were talking about. But then Aaron Rodgers got hurt the first week of the game, the first game of the season, and then Rodgers, in my opinion, was a cancer to begin with.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it was that he never came back after that ACL, dude.
Yeah, but you know what? Hackett should have went before freaking Saleh.
But this last season, man, he was supposed to be the boss, you know? Like Rodgers was where is this? There it is. I got it. So he was supposed to be the boss, man. He was supposed to come back from that ACL. He was supposed to train up his guys, help out, and be like a journeyman, right? Like the boss. Not a journeyman, past that, like the fucking superintendent, basically. And that's what he wanted to be. That's why he had everybody get fired. And that's why he said, I have to have my coaches because I want to be superintendent. But then he showed up in fucking flip-flops and shorts. And he didn't have no hard hat. He didn't have no reflective gear. You know, he didn't even have a tool belt or nothing. I mean, he didn't come in with nothing except for this is going to be my thing. I'm going to go out and throw to this guy a couple of times, then I'll throw to this guy. You know, and then he just blamed everybody around him. And that was the worst thing I'd ever seen because I always liked Rodgers until that. That was fucking pathetic to me, bro. You got to show up. You got to go to work. You got to take these young guys. You got to let them try it too. You know, it's not just your show. You got to let them try it too because pretty soon you ain't going to be able to lift that at work. And these young guys they're willing to. You know, it's just a whole different – the way Rodgers did it, man, and then the way that the Vikings said, nah, fuck that. When he said, I want to go to the Vikings, they've got the team built for me. Look what they did with Sam Darnold. And the Vikings are like, nah, fuck that, man. We don't need your shit around here. You ain't no fucking Brett Favre. And why was Brett Favre so great anyway? He had the most fucking interceptions I've ever seen, other than Jameis Winston hitting the 30-30 club. You know, 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. But yeah, Rodgers wasn't the ticket. The ticket was
Rodgers is talking about. They're still talking about him going to Pittsburgh.
Oh my God! Yeah, Pittsburgh doesn't want to be a contender, huh? Crazy. I feel like not. What do you think, Richie? Would you take Rodgers?
Absolutely not. I think he's washed. I'm being actually genuine what I'm about to say. He's washed up. He's done. He's trying to come back after an ACL at 41. Like, dude, he's done, man. He's egotistical. He was once great. I'll give him that. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. But, dude,
bro,
this guy wants to call the shots after an ACL. He's a narcissist. I've said this several times. It's just he's done. No team wants to put up with that shit. I'm being serious. Like
the craziest thing to me though is he's on my bucket list, dude. Like I've seen like every quarterback in the game since the fucking 80s, like in real life and shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I love watching these guys. And then there's a few, you know, like if it was ever a backup or like maybe he wasn't franchise starter. I haven't really seen all those guys, but I sure watched them all in their careers and stuff. And so on my bucket list was seeing my franchise guy against the Packers franchise guy. You know, Rodgers, man. Rodgers at the Packers. And I fucking bought tickets to like 2 different games and that motherfucker didn't play, you know? There was always something that happened where I didn't get to the COVID's happened, you know, then all of a sudden he's injured for the Jets and I couldn't go see him there. Just always something, bro. I was there the week before that for the Jets Patriots game. That was pretty fun. Not for the Jets fans because the Patriots kicked their ass, but I mean there was good times. You know, Anthony, remember that shit? Now Anthony's going to another one of those things. Are you guys going to meet up when Anthony goes to that game? That'd be cool.
Which one?
That Thursday night football game.
That's
Dolphins versus Bills.
Or Bills Dolphins, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll meet up. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm not pissed broke, man, but like there has to be a dollar figure amount I could throw. I can't throw like $700 at a game.
I wouldn't do that either, but just to tailgate.
Even if we were just tailgate or whatever, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll let you know.
I don't know what's going to happen and how much it's going to be for the AFC East roundtable. I've already put.
There is a set price for the tailgate, though, and so, I mean, that can't be that much because you're just going to go hang out. Maybe they'll feed you and get you some beers. So if it's $50 for a tailgate, that's boss. I'd go do something.
Well, so I could tell you right now, like if the AFC, if that event falls through, which my gut feeling tells me it will. It has nothing to do with the table. It has to do with people ponying up crazy amounts of money. In my opinion.
Yeah, dude. I'm not paying fucking prices to see Miami. You know?
Yeah, I mean, so if Anthony comes to tailgate and just go to or whatever if you come to do that, that'd be sweet. I can tell you right now, it's $40 to $50 to park, and then we play beer pong. You know how it is. We just drink, play beer pong, and just eat food. Yeah, dude, it's like $40-$50 and then just bring your own beer. What I didn't do it last year. What I do is I have all the DJ equipment, like speakers, like legit all the shit, and I bring a generator and I spin for some of the tailgates, the weather pending, of course. If it's downpouring, I don't do it.
Throw a TV out and shit.
Yeah, so we do it up pretty decently. But yeah, man, it's not that bad. And there's plenty of play.
So you get 2 spots for $100. Put up a fucking
so it's per
like
card.
A van with a little awning out.
Well, I put the deposit down for 2 tickets, and I talked to Richie, and we got it down to where I'm depositing $200 for 1 ticket. So I have $200 deposited for that game already.
Well, I'm saying if it falls through, but that's. I mean, I don't want to be negative, but assuming it falls through, yeah, but.
And I understand the prices and all that, but I mean, greedy. I think it's just greed, man. Greedy is too greedy at times.
100%.
Yeah, it started to look like that to me, but at the same time, I really was pretty stoked about going, even if it costs like $1,000, like for all of the whole ticket. I was down with it, you know.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. For a suite, I can't believe they are even entertaining that. Like a suite, well, because Dan said it's definitely not going to be over 500. So my guess that tells me that it would be 400 a ticket. But dude, if you're getting a tailgate and a suite like they showed on the roundtable episode, that's like 400 is not terrible if it includes all that. Like that's actually not bad.
If you could do that, that's pretty boss. But then you're going to be jam packed in there, man. Jesus Christ.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of motherfuckers jam packed in there.
Got to get a hotel reserved and
that's the thing, though, man. You want to play the big game, you're going to have to pay the big money. And I like to find ways to let's see what we could do cheaper, because even if it's just the experience of cruising out there, fucking going on a tour the day before.
What's up, DTN?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You go on a tour of the stadium the day before. They'll book it for you. You know, you guys fly out there, you hang out. They go on a tour of the stadium. You buy a jersey or whatever. I mean, I've done this at multiple stadiums, okay? And then the day of the game, if you just wait around, if you get a ticket, cool. Because sometimes they're just like, fuck, dude, we don't have enough people in the stadium. There's this many tickets for this price, you know? And so you just go to the gate and say, hey, any tickets? Yeah, these spots aren't taken, so go, you know? I mean, there's somebody out there. Go online, get a ticket last minute, or hang out in the fucking parking lot with a van with a little awning and a cooker, put some ribs down, drink some beer, and watch it on the TV right there out the van with the fucking volume up loud and cheer in the parking lot.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, that's the cheapest way to do it. We did that in KC. Dude, there was a guy, he pulls in, he buys like 9 fucking spots, and he pulls in with this pickup with a fucking one of those quiet generators on it. And he's got a big screen TV. It's like a movie theater, man. This thing was so big. And then speakers that looked like it was having a concert. And everybody just wants to go park by him. And then everybody's just sharing food and beer and stuff and just walk around and have a good time, man.
Right.
Some of the tailgates were better than some of the games. I got to tell you.
Oh yeah, dude, 100%. That's how it is in Buffalo. Like, I'm not trying to be biased, but like our tailgates are one of the best ones in the league, just because it's all about the food and drink. It's about the experience, man. It really is.
Yeah, dude. Well, and I don't care what team you're from. Hey, come on over here. Hey, take a bite of this. You know, like just cut it right off the grill and hand it to them. You know, and I mean, oh yeah, let's play some fucking cornhole or whatever. Somebody's got a beanbag game. All right, let's play it, you know. Just stand there with a beer and hang out with people and get to know them a little bit. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun, man. All of them, too. Like, I've been to tailgates for a lot of places. Excuse me. So in Glendale, Arizona, there's certain spots in the parking lot where they have some pretty good times, right? But it's hot as shit. So you go to the stadium and you go in because it's air conditioned, you know, or then later on in the season where it's weatherable, it's great, dude. Give me a November, December game at the Cardinals Stadium. Let's go. I mean, you barely need a T-shirt. It's nice out, you know. It's the desert.
Yeah,
and they tailgate heavy, bro. They have good times, and they got loyal fans down there that are just nice as crap, bro. I don't care what team's jersey you're wearing either. They're just nice folks down there. That whole area is really cool too, because you get a hotel, you go right across the street, and then you got food. There's theaters. There's all kinds of entertainment and food and lodging right across within a block or two from the stadium. Everything you need. Pretty sweet.
So that's a good segue. So like that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing with our new stadium's coming along, dude. I didn't drive by the progress yet, but it is fucking making massive progress. So like,
I saw a couple of aerial photos of what they're doing and kind of a sneak of the plan, like a overall. It's the same idea, dude. It's a really good idea, and it's only going to boost everything around it too. Because
what they're doing now is they're asking residents, because obviously you guys know our stadium, Anthony. You guys know our stadium's in Orchard Park. It's not truly in Buffalo, right? So like, what they're doing is they're asking Orchard Park residents and residents surrounding. They're like, okay, well, what do you guys want to see around the area? Kind of to your point about the Arizona thing. Okay, well, when you knock down our old stadium, I want to see, instead of just making a parking lot space, build like a little mini mall there, build a restaurant, build like a hotel. You consider a hotel, you build shit. You know what I mean?
Hotels and restaurants and an entertainment section. You know,
exactly. That's
theaters. Some places I could go buy some football stuff. You know, that was really cool. I liked what they did there, and so, If I go to games like so if I go to game in San Francisco, man, this place is not how should I say this? You travel for a bit to go do cool stuff, right? It's not just like you can't just like get off the plane and just stay there on foot. With Glendale, you could hop right off an airplane. Get a rental, park it at the hotel, not put a mile on it, because everything is just within a block or two, man.
Which is why they host Super Bowls, because that's exactly
right,
that's
dude.
like the ideal.
Stuff to do right there. If you want to get in a rental car in the morning and you just drive down, I don't know, like 2 miles. They got a breakfast spot that will give you more bacon than you've seen at a restaurant for a while. You know what I mean? They'll hook you up with some taters, like a pile of taters, too. Oh, yeah, man. Eggs, like 6 eggs. Come on, man. Yeah.
Well, dude, and that's why Buffalo's not going to host a Super Bowl. It has nothing. People are like, oh, it's because your stadium's on a dome. I go, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that we don't have hotel and shit infrastructure.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That is a big thing. And having this whole new setup is going to just enhance all of the places around, too, because people want to go take the rental car and go to the old town and check out what's downtown Buffalo or you know what I mean? It's just only going to make it all better. You know, and they'll stop at those convenience stores and the little mom and pop shops right there around Orchard Park, you know? I mean, yeah, I need booze and smokes. I'll stop in. I need some donuts in the morning, you know? I mean, seriously, dude.
We got places here for you. You're good.
Yeah, it brings people in, you know? I mean, all of it, you know? It's going to be good. It's really going to be good for your team to have something like that happen too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Uh-oh, here we go. Yeah.
Mile high.
I tell you, dude, you got people like turning shitters over in the parking lot, and you're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You know, half the people in Denver are just like, hey, we have to live here, man. And then the other half are like, let's fucking destroy the place.
Yeah, Denver Mile High tailgate is not that great, but there are a ton of sports bars in the area that could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my question though. Like athletes could acclimate and they play sports their whole lives and they travel.
Mm-hmm.
What is like? Is it a different ballgame tailgating there because the altitude? That's what I would wonder.
No,
you know what I mean?
I smoke just as much, but we're at 4,200 feet. They're at 5,280.
Really? Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's no big deal once you're living in the mountains like we do.
Well, I'm in Buffalo, so it might hit me different, is what I'm saying.
I mean, sea level, dude, we're going to have some fucking stamina because we're getting all that oxygen we're not used to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I go to the Caribbean or to the Mediterranean or Hawaii or wherever, California, New York, I feel like I could wrestle you all. I'm getting so much more oxygen, man. I've been deprived being at 4,200 feet, you know, and those guys are at 5,280 over at Denver. And so, yeah, man, they party hard. Like it doesn't matter. But like like in Ireland, I could go on a 5-mile run and I'm a smoker, bro. It was amazing to me. And you guys spoil yourselves. And you have all this oxygen all the time.
Well, so I would argue, even though you're a smoker, you've built your lung capacity is probably arguably better than an in-shape person in Buffalo because you're breathing a certain way your whole life if you live there.
On top of that, though, I did survey land for like 22 years, and I summited every mountain in the West and got paid for it. And so I was a mountain goat. Basically, I was like the old timey mountain guy. It was what you would look at it as. And I was on contracts where, you know what, man? I was on contracts where there would be like a 70-something-year-old dude gonna come up there and show me where these section corners were or where his property was, and they would outrun me, and I'd be like, God damn, ain't nobody got endurance like me. You know, and I think it all stems back to, so my dad put me in like wrestling when I was in 3rd grade, and then baseball and football and track and swimming. And I mean, I played tennis, bro. You know what I mean? Like every single sport that came along, martial arts. You know, my dad trained me like you would want to train somebody. And it wasn't fucking easy. My dad was a sergeant from the military, and it sucked. It was terrible. But I can walk around this world anywhere I want to go, and I just don't have any fear of anything. You know, I mean, I think I could take it. You know, I mean, whatever is given to me, I can take it because I've took it from a sergeant, and he trained me like he would a SEAL, basically, man. I mean, it did me right because I may not have been great at all the sports, but I was good at all the sports. You know, I mean, basketball, not so much. I could hit the shots, I could do layups and stuff, I could hit the 3-pointers, but as soon as it was contested, I was wrestling. You know, it was crazy. It was pretty fun though. He's a good guy. Hooked me up, dude. Like I think that's what made it so easy for me to mountain goat the way I did, I guess. To be able to run up and down the mountains like that. My knees are fucked now though. That's the crazy thing, man. I'm over the hill. I can still hang. I can still run, you know. If my knee gets knocked sideways or something, I'll just be like, son of a bitch, you know, and then I go crazy or whatever and finish my run. But then tomorrow's gonna suck for Jamie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I still work construction every day. You know, I know I'm skinny, so I'm like 5'11", like 175, 180 pounds. But and I got a little bit of belly. I've been working on that for 50 fucking something years. You know, I got a little bit of a belly. But I'll pick it up and put it over there still. But like I said, what Rogers needed to do, sometimes you got to look at the younger guys and be like, why don't you pick that up and put it over there, dude? I'll let you do it. You want to run the machine? Okay, hop in, dude. Dig for a minute. But as soon as they stop you and ask you a question, just take it back and go do the thing. They'll see, you know. Happened at work the other day. So I had a guy digging with one of the hose. I started the dig, and it's no big deal. We're just like moving some dirt, making a trench so that we could put some pipe down. And then when the pipe's down, I look at dirt work like this. You have to make it perfect because that pipe's going to be there for the next 100 years, and it has to not be fucked up.
Yep.
But at the same time, all I'm doing is I'm digging a hole, I'm putting some pipe in the hole, and then I'm putting some fucking dirt back in the hole. It's the assembly, and it's the bedding, and it's the way that the compaction goes that all comes into play. And it's kind of fun because after calculating spiral curves and writing legal descriptions and doing all of the trigonometry and calculus that I did as a land surveyor, when my partner passed away, I didn't want to do that anymore. It hurt my heart to have to go to that job. So I called up my richest client and I said, hey, can you put me in a machine? Well, hell yeah, Jamie, you should have called me 25 years ago, you know? So I got back into it. When I was in high school, I worked for a place in Kansas called Double D Dozer. And I ran heavy equipment and I did pipe work and we did stuff, you know, with excavation and such, I should say. And then I learned the reasoning for it. And then I went back to it again, and it's been pretty nice for me in my life. I don't make as much as I did in the engineering, but I do just well enough, and I've already got a retirement, so I think I should be set. That's why we're not getting all crazy with, oh, let's charge people $3,000 to come to a football game with us. You know, like, we don't care. We'll get a van. Me and Anthony will get a van and just hang out there and sleep in the fucking van. Not creepy or nothing. We're cheap. Shit.
No, some of the best times are roughing it though. I mean,
yeah, dude, we're cheap dates, bro. We'll get a KOA and camp. He's a Marine. He could start a fire. If my lighter doesn't work, Anthony probably start a fire. He's a Marine. Carve us fucking wooden bowls and make us soup or something out of a squirrel.
Well, if you boys don't mind, I'm going to finish watching my team. I don't know. Do you guys follow lacrosse at all? National Lacrosse League?
Nice, dude. What's your team?
Buffalo Bandits. If we win tonight's game, we win the championship. Think of it like the Super Bowl of
Bandits, huh?
So
Kick ass, dude.
Good luck,
Good luck.
What's the score?
We're losing 10-9, 7-1-6.
10
Ironically,
to 9's not losing. 10 to 9's not losing.
Oh no, dude, in lacrosse, no way. But otherwise, I wouldn't cut out so soon. But love you,
it's
boys.
good, brother.
It's okay. We'll probably be cutting out here soon, anyways. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Much love, Richie, man. You take care of yourself, bro.
You too, guys. I'll stay tuned on the YouTube.
See you soon.
Awesome.
All right.
Cool, man. We'll
Take
see
care,
you, bro.
boys.
See you, brother.
That's cool, man. I like Richie, bro.
Yeah.
I wish Mike could get this figured out so he could call in. Let me see if I can convince him.
Yeah, he was saying that he picked the Bears and Vikings to play week 1, and they did.
That's pretty crazy, dude.
It's
I
in
mean, it's
Chicago.
hard to pick who's gonna start the whole thing out.
So here's the Minnesota Vikings schedule here. So week 1 and week 2, they play on primetime. Monday Night Football on week 1 against the Bears. Week 2, they go home in Minnesota. They got to play the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday Night Football. And then they play the Bengals the week after that.
Oh.
And then they go to the Steelers. And
Why don't you put that up so I can see it too?
Here, we'll do this.
If you could put that up, can you?
Yeah, I'll present it. Why not?
'Cause I would like to see it.
Wait, hold on real quick. Let's see here. Let's go to window.
And let's go through the Vikings schedule. Gosh dang.
This should be the schedule right there.
Yeah, Mike. Richie is a good guy. I like Richie, man. Oh, Jesus, that's huge. Like, I'm not doing that kind of. That's crazy. How do we do this? Where was it at?
I
Oh,
apologize. Give me a
Ah!
minute.
what's going on?
Here we go, right here.
I got. Let me start over. Oh my goodness. There we go.
Let me present this one. more.
Boom. What the hell?
Yeah, we're gonna stop the screen. I apologize. I don't know.
Was
what
that on your end? I was like, what the crap what did I touch? What did I
It's
touch?
on this one right here. Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
There we go.
Okay, let's I can make it bigger. Boom.
Yeah, so there's their preseason games right here. This is I didn't crop it or anything. Hopefully I don't get. But yeah, they play the Bears on ESPN Monday Night Football. Then they go play the Falcons at home. Then they play the Bengals at home, and then they go to the.
Hang on. Slow down here. Let's start at the top here.
Mhm.
That is the Bears. Preseason's fuck all. That's the Bears first. Do you think the Bears are going to be any good? I think the Vikings are going to just fucking mop the walls with them, dude. Mop the walls with them.
Yeah, they have a Monday Night Football and a Sunday Night Football back 8th, the 9th, and the 14th.
Wait. The Falcons game is
A Sunday Night Football.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday. Thursday game against the Browns. So they get the Bears, the Falcons, the Bengals, the Steelers, then is that the Browns?
Yeah, the Browns. That's October 5th on Sunday. Then they have their bye on the 6th, or the 6th week. Week 6 is a bye.
That sounds easy as shit, dude.
Then they play the Eagles, and then they go to Thursday night. They go to Los Angeles to play the Chargers on Prime. Thursday Night Football. Then they go to Detroit. Then they come home and play.
Okay, wait. Now we're at the first hard game. Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first hard game, dude. Holy shit. The Vikings only had gotten better. And like legit, they're an A plus in the off season with free agency and with all the drafts, dude. A plus, and they've only gotten better, Anthony. They've only gotten better.
Yeah. They play the Ravens.
So you're telling me, what is that? How many? That's 5, 6. They're going to be 7-0 going into the Lions, and they're gonna beat the Lions, dude. The Lions got scabbed.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions are gonna end up doing the same thing as the Eagles.
Then they play the Ravens at
A
home
little bit, dude.
and the Bears. Then they play then they go to Lambeau, play Packers. Then they go to Seattle. Then they come home and play the Commanders. Then they go on the road to play the Cowboys and Giants. Then
Lions, Ravens, Packers, Seahawks, Commanders. Those are going to be. That's going to be a rough stretch.
Mm-hmm. And
They beat Cowboys.
They got to play 4 out of their last. They got to play 4 out of 5 games.
Packers last
on the
2
road.
games.
The
Lions, Packers last 2 games.
Yeah.
You know, it looks to me like the NFC is using the Vikings like they're using the Chiefs. That's your litmus test. Because the Vikings team is good enough to just go all the way with it doesn't matter what quarterback. Will this, or maybe this is a test on J.J. McCarthy. This is a big
his
test.
First year as a quarterback for the Vikings, man.
This is it. Dude, he's got so much fucking talent. You know, he's practicing right now with his team. He's got.
I'm impressed, and they have a Netflix game with the Detroit Lions on Thursday on Christmas. That's on Netflix. They play Christmas against Detroit at home. They play Sunday Night Football at Dallas.
Dude, how many primetime spots do they got here?
They have 1, 2, 3.
Like Christmas is primetime.
4, 5. They have 5 games. They have 5 games in primetime.
Oh, they're day after Christmas, right?
No, they're the 25th. They play Christmas.
Oh,
they play 5 games on. They play 5 games on primetime.
Wow, that's a lot of primetime fucking games, baby.
Yeah.
Woo! Sorry, I was looking at the thing closer on this too. Whoa, dude, that's a lot of primetime games. Let's see if I can just make this big. There we go. Oh, that's easy to see there. Oh man, that's a lot of primetime games. These guys are going to 7. Let's see. I see 8, 9, and then a lot.
I was trying to
wait a minute.
Wouldn't let me zoom.
There'll be 7, and they're going to be 8-0. Is that the fucking? Gotta do this again. 8-0. Is that the Ravens they play after?
Yeah, they play the Ravens after the Lions.
So they're going to be 9-0, 10-0.
They get to play the.
And then the Packers 11-0. Seahawks will beat them. They're going to be fucking 11-1. Commanders beat them. They're going to be 11-2. They beat the Cowboys, Giants, and the Lions 14-2 and lose to the fucking Packers the last game because they sit their starters. Wow, dude. Because they sit their starters. Okay. That's crazy, dude. They're going to win like 15 fucking... They might win like 15 games this year, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. That's going to be scary. That's going to be nuts, dude. If they can do something like that, Anthony, they could take the NFC. They're going to be a thorn in the Commanders' ass for sure. And I know that the Commanders are looking good, but all McCarthy has to do is be decent.
Mm-hmm.
The team's already there. All he's got to do is be decent. This kid could turn into. Holy shit, dude. He's been gifted something. That injury only fucking helped him. That showed him what he could have done. I think he's gonna be just fucked. Wow. The Vikings could go on like a 3-year fucking holy terror. With the guys they've got and the guys they got at free agency, they've got like 3 years before they have to worry about paying people a lot. Anthony.
Well, the Commanders, they're opening the season against the Giants. And it's at home.
The Commanders are good, dude. They're going to be right there. It's going to be a Commanders and Vikings fucking free for all for like years, I think.
And then week 2, they go to Lambeau Field.
Who the fuck else can contend? I mean, the Eagles are dilapidated now. They're still going to be they're still going to be a playoff team. They've still got guys, right? Still got great coaches. Still got guys. But I just don't see the Eagles being able to sustain going to Super Bowls multiple times.
Week 8, you guys get to play Washington Commanders on Monday Night Football.
Well, that's going to be a slaughter.
Yeah, Washington looks like they got a decent schedule, too. They got to play the Giants in week 1, like I said. Week 2, they go to Thursday Night Football. They have to play in Lambeau Field. Then they go on the road to play the Raiders as well. No, they come home to play the Raiders in week 3. Then they go on the road and play the Atlanta Falcons, the Los Angeles Chargers. Then they come home and play Monday Night Football against the Bears. And then they go back on the road and play the Cowboys. They go to Kansas City to play the Chiefs on Monday Night Football. Then they come home Sunday Night Football against the Seattle Seahawks. And then they play Detroit at home. Then they go internationally to play the Dolphins. I can't remember where at internationally. And then they have a bye in week 12, which is Thanksgiving week. And then, or no, it's not. Well, I guess it's leading up to Thanksgiving week. But it's a week. And then they go Sunday Night Football. They play at home against the Broncos. Then they go on the road to play Minnesota. Then they go play on the road against the Giants. They come home and they play the Eagles and the Cowboys, and they're on the road against the Eagles again.
Split with the Eagles, 14. They get 14 wins this year.
And they'll win the NFC East.
Yeah, they would, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they would. With 14 wins, they would win the East.
I don't see the Cowboys.
Eagles are going to be a wild card.
I don't see the Cowboys. I mean, unless the Cowboys could do something and change.
I think we already picked this, didn't we? Where the fuck?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, there it is. East. Oh, I picked the Commanders to win the East. The Vikings to win the North. Falcons to win the South. And the Seahawks to win the West. That's why I picked the Seahawks to beat the Commanders there when I was counting. Oh, nice. I'm sticking to it, bro. Except I think the Bills are going to lose out and be a wild card.
I don't know. We'll see.
That was just for you, Anthony. You know I didn't pick that. I only said that just to be silly.
You're good. I'm excited to see what happens this year. But hey, we have 5 minutes until it's time to get off. I just want to say that
I'll split now, bro. I'm tired.
Well, I'll say this. Let me close with this at least. Is that we don't know what's going to happen until week 1 happens, right? We all need to be humble and hungry. Well, the teams do, obviously. Fans, they can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna overlook to see what happens. I'm kind of one of those things.
I'm ready for preseason, dude. You're like getting ahead of preseason.
Well, you know what I mean.
I want to see nobody get hurt in fucking preseason. My God, I lost like fucking 4 guys in preseason. What?
Well, no. What I was getting at is everybody's getting ahead of themselves and thinking that this schedule right here is going to be. It's going to be what it is. We got to get to week 1 first. That's all I'm getting at.
We got to get to preseason, bro.
Well, I understand that.
We got to knock down these teams. We got like 500 guys on every team right now.
I understand that. What I'm getting at is you still got to get to week 1, but before week 1, you got to do all that other stuff too. That's what I'm trying to get at.
I mean, I've had guys hurt in camp. That sucks. Mike, you rock too, bro.
You rock, brother.
Love you, man. See how saucy I get, Anthony? He gets all like, I can't wait for week 1. Fuck, what about preseason, dude?
We might lose finish
3 starters.
He doesn't let me finish.
Nah, you were finished.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, let's have it then.
It's okay. I'm done. I'm not.
What else did you have to say, Anthony?
No, I'm good. I'm done. We'll talk as the season progresses.
It's gonna be so much fun. What comes next, bro? Camps.
What comes next is minicamp.
Minicamp.
It comes.
We've already saw the rookie
camps, or I guess it comes just spring training, or training. It's all about.
Well, you can't judge anything that's going on in rookie camp, right? Because that's just like a free for all. They got everybody there. They just throwing balls. They're like blocking a little bit here, push on this thing. It's not even in pads or nothing, The big one is when they go pads at camp and people start getting saucy because the new guys start hitting a little hard, and then people get saucy. Like, oh, yeah? Boom. All of a sudden you got a new guy on his ass or you got an old guy on his ass. It's crazy, dude. I love that shit. Give me some.
So here's the thing. Buffalo's, their training camp starts July 24th.
Oh, that's hot.
That's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
I guess it's not that hot up Canada, is it?
Yeah, they have return of the blue and red. I mean, and then our first preseason game is August 10th. Not October. I don't know why I said October. August 10th is our first preseason game at Highmark Stadium.
Who do you get? Who do you get to see your new rookies play?
I think it's Bears or somebody like that.
Remember last season, preseason, when literally they had to pull Josh Allen out and they had to go, the fuck, dude? This is not the time to play hero ball, you big idiot. He was gonna go fucking win that game. And like, no. Dude, stop it. It's not hero. It's preseason. This doesn't matter. Like, there's nothing about this that matters, right? But
okay, we have the Giants in week 1 of our preseason. And then we play the Bears, and then we play the Bengals. Or the Buccaneers, excuse me. The Bears and then the Buccaneers. So we're at home against the Giants, and then we got to go to Chicago and Tampa Bay.
Okay, so out of those games, who do you play in regular season? You play the Bucs.
We play the Bucs, and that's it.
You don't play the Giants?
Nope.
You don't play the Bears?
Nope.
Okay, so you guys can go ahead and fuck up the Bears and the Giants. But you have to lose to the Bucs.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot do anything other than just fundamentals football and just let the guys go play like high school football plays. That's all you do against the Bucs. That's all you do in preseason the whole time.
Yeah, because we don't play them until November 16th.
But you do not want to beat the Bucs in preseason.
It doesn't matter what we play because when it comes down to it,
dude, it's a juju
thing.
What
it comes down to it is what's going to happen is the Buffalo Bills, if they start their starters, they're going to have their first drive, and after that they're done. and then
Bro,
after that, then
I'm
it's
gonna
going to
tell
be
you,
the
though,
rookies.
it's
gonna
a
be
it's a
everybody
thing
else.
I've got though. I can't let this go. So it's like a thing with me in preseason. If you win, then in regular season you're going to lose against that team.
Well, if Buffalo wins, they're going to be winning because of the rookies are better than the
Well,
other.
but see, that's my point though. You have to look at preseason like, yes, we are practicing, but the third game of preseason, some teams are tempted to let the rookies practice with real plays to see how well the rookies do with the real plays. As soon as you do that,
Whatever happens this season is what's going to happen this season.
as soon as you show any real plays against a team, they remember that shit. And then in regular season, now you can't even use that real play with your real guys, you know? So I would say best case scenario, Tampa Bay fucking kicks your rookies' asses and pisses them off to the point where in a couple of years they go beat the fuck out of all those boys from Tampa Bay because it's rookie on rookie crimes in preseason. That shit's fun, dude. Who do the Chiefs got in preseason?
I don't know.
Look, can you Google it? I can. Wait. You're faster than me.
Maybe.
Trying to remember. I looked at the thing. Don't know if the Bears were one of my preseason games.
Yeah, you guys got the Bears, the Chargers, and the Eagles.
The Chargers preseason?
Oh, hold on.
Why would we do Chargers preseason? We got them twice in the regular.
Hold on. I'm not looking at this right. Give me a minute. I messed up here. I don't know what I'm doing here.
It is interesting, though, if we did have the Chargers in preseason, because that sets a stage for a couple of years of rivalry things. That's kind of neat. I don't mind the Chargers, dude, and I really like Chargers fans. Chargers fans are pretty boss. One of the best mustaches I ever seen was on a Chargers fan. True that.
You guys have to go to Arizona.
Dude, you want to go to a preseason game in Arizona?
Chicago.
If you want to go to a preseason game in Arizona, oh my God, I'm going. Fuck, I'm going.
Maybe. But hey, I do have to rock out here soon now. We got
a couple of minutes. We got 3 minutes. Give me 3 minutes. Do you want to go to Arizona and go check out a preseason game? If it's Chiefs and Cardinals in Glendale for a preseason game, dude, it's hot as fuck down there.
I'm supposed to be going camping that weekend.
Shit. What weekend is it?
It's the first weekend of August.
All right, I'm getting tickets. I'm going to take my daughter down there.
Yeah, the first weekend of August is my dad's birthday. It's the second weekend after. But
I fucking like it there, dude. I really like it there. And if it's a preseason game, I could take the kids. I might take everybody. I might take the whole fam. It's a preseason game in August in Glendale, which is really nice, dude. You'd really like it, Anthony. You want to do it, dude? You're not going camping? You're going camping? What if we went camping at a hotel and then went to a football game across the street?
It's like $15 a ticket. $7 a ticket.
Yeah.
Well, that depends with what's going on, man.
You see how cheap that is, dude? It's going to cost you more for flights than it will for tickets.
That's to be determined. That's up in the air. I don't know. I can't give that. I can't tell you right now until I know for sure. I can't commit just yet. I have other obligations that I have to take care of.
I'm gonna go.
You do that.
Oh shit, that's it. First weekend in August, I'm going. It's gonna be hotter than shit, dude.
I guess it's the second weekend of August. Actually, I don't know.
Doesn't matter. I'll just get tickets and I'll just go stay for a week. It's just downhill from us, dude.
Yeah.
Ride in the no, Mike. I got to take my kids if I'm gonna be going. I owe my daughter a football game, which means I would have to stay sober. I would have to like basically be a little cheerleader's dad the whole time.
But hey, I really do have to get going. So because I have to get prepped and ready to go.
Goodbye, sweet cheeks. I'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Love you, brother. Ah, he just split. I love you, Anthony. Let's see you, brother. So, Mike, I would be down with going to a game, but I might just I might take the girl and let her go enjoy a football game again. We can get tickets like right down in front for a good price. Trust me, a good price. And it's a great stadium. It's air conditioned. All the staff is wonderful and nice. And gosh, it's clean. You don't have to worry about the bathrooms. And Cardinals fans are nice, dude. Wear your Viking stuff. They'll still be nice to you. They're actually really cool peoples, man. All those Cardinals fans. I like it there, man. All right, brother. I'm gonna split too. I'm tired. It is like 10:30 Eastern time right now, bro. What the What is this? All right, Mike. Let's start you like I start my kids. Let's go to a preseason game, dude. $25 a ticket. That's no shit, dude. That's no shit. Like the flight is nothing. We get a rental car and we go to a hotel. And then there's everything we want to do for fun within a walking distance of the hotel. The game is right across the street, literally. We walked like a block and a half from our hotel to the doors that we went into to a giant air-conditioned stadium. And it's beautiful, dude. And there's great people, too. You have, like, just regular Joes hanging out, watching their team and stuff. They're just like us, you know. I liked it. I like their fans. I'm down with Cardinal fans. So yeah, in Denver it's hard. It's really hard to get a good seat because those fans are fucking rabid, bro. Like literally, Denver is chock full of football fans. They love their Broncos. Win or lose, those fuckers buy out that stadium. I don't care how bad the season is, bro. It's like that. They just fucking buy that stadium right out. And it's pretty fun, too, because they're respectful, man. I was in Denver that game when Patrick Mahomes' kneecap came out. It popped sideways, right? So I'm a Chiefs fan. We travel. Like, we like to do that stuff. And so we was at that game, and I had my boys with me. And, God, this kid was sitting up behind us a little bit, and he was saying, good, I hope he's fucking hurt. Fuck him, you know. I hope his leg is broke and shit. And then all these Denver fans around us, they were like, absolutely no. And they chewed that kid out and said, we don't do that at all. And I was like, whoa, respect. I was like, thank you guys, you know, because I taught my boys this is a good, clean, healthy kind of rivalry, I guess you would say, right? I think that's what I said. Like this is a clean rivalry. We're not the Raiders. We're not trying to fist fight or like, get crazy about stuff. Like we're just rooting for our team like you guys are. It's been like that in the AFC West with the Chargers to Chiefs, Chargers Broncos, Broncos Chiefs. And then the Raiders come in and all of a sudden fans are fist fighting in the goddamn parking lot. And you're like, what the hell's going on? Who let these guys in the door, It's been changing, though. Raiders fans have been being pretty cool lately. It's been pretty awesome. But, boy, there was some years, old school Oakland Raiders years. Man, if I went to a game there, I could not wear red. I had to just wear gray ball cap, and just sit there and watch. It's hard because you want to cheer, but I don't want to get hit with something. They had bottles in the stadiums back then. Yeah, they used to get crazy. Fucking, what do you say, Mike? I think I'm thinking Flight Arizona, hotel across the street. There's food, there's booze. It's all right there. Like within about 3 blocks walking, you can just hit anything you want. I mean, there's shops, so you could buy jerseys. You could literally hop off from where you're at. You could hop off of $100, $150 round trip ticket. Go buy jerseys and shit. Eat, drink, sleep, go to the game, Uber back to the fucking airport, and be back here for like $5 tops, dude. Like that's the thing. That's the thing about the Cardinals, man, is they suck enough where you can just love it. And I say this to Cardinals fans, man, embrace this shit now. Go to the games, embrace this shit now. Even though you're not winning, one day when the team is winning, it's going to be like, I have to take out a fucking second mortgage just to go to a game in regular season, It's fucking terrible, man. The Chiefs are doing so well that nobody gives up a ticket. And then all these other companies swoop in and they buy all the tickets. They jack that fucking price up, right? And that because scalping is allowed if you're a corporation. Yeah, sucks, dude. You should be able to go buy a season ticket even if it's a nosebleed seat. And then if you wanted to turn that ticket over, it has to be for the price of that percentage of how many games are home. I think, It's $50 to fly to Arizona. Holy shit, dude. So, like, our Uber from the airport's going to be more than the flight and the way into the fucking stadium. Jesus Christ. We might as well rent a car. So we could be $100 a piece with the car rental. And then it's going to be kicking $10 each to refill the car when we take it back. That's crazy. My little sister works for Enterprise. Shit, dude. What do you say we rent a fucking one of those Audis with the V12s in it, and then we roll up to that shit, right? Holy crap. You want to do it, bro? Like, I'm down. I'm going to tell the wife, like, right now that that preseason game's mine. And it's in August, so nobody fucking cares. And let's do it, Mike. Let's take you to your first fucking NFL game and start you right with a preseason game. And then let you can acclimate from there, bro. Fuck, get a hotel, and some booze and fucking watch some football, man. Live football. We could get down close, bro. Like cheap down close. That's cool. And if people just aren't in those seats, just go down there and sit. It is fucking, it's old school, like back when the Chiefs used to suck, bro. It's not like the Vikings where you're not going to be able to get a ticket to those games unless you spend some money. You know, like that's money. But damn, dude, it's fun. I'll go root for Chiefs. I'll take a Viking with me. Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah. Let's work it out for sure, man. All right, hey man, I'm gonna jump off of here though, and I'm gonna go tell the wife to make me some reservations and shit. Because I'm gonna go now. That's my game. That's my preseason game of the year. I love preseason. I'll take the whole fucking family. You know, I don't care. We can all hang out. All right, brother. Love you, man.